Welcome, Sagittarius. July 2023, would you believe? It's just flying past like a comet. And as I've said before, the tail of the comet is the karma following us. Today's snapshot of your horoscope. Gee, I look like a Vulcan with my eye. I need to do something about them. I digress. You have a full moon in your second house this month. New moon, that's on the 3rd. Then you have a new moon on the 18th. Let's talk about this because this is across the 2nd and 8th directions of your horoscope. I've got something on the screen there, sorry. And this is all about money, finance. The second house, which is the full moon, is the manner in which you are earning from your own self-exertion, whereas the 8th house has to do with the way you share resources, the way you acquire money from other people, their capacity to pay you. That's very important in terms of your banking, your finance, credit cards, your retirement plan, your superannuation. All of those things are going to come under the purview of this 8th house. So the new moon in that 8th house on the 18th starts a new trend, I think, for you, Sag. Has to do with the way you're saving money and the way you've been valuing financial matters. That's also shown by your ruling planet Jupiter with the karmic node in your 6th house at this time. This has been a rather revolutionary conjunction. It's currently underway, so many of you will be feeling a whole new approach to the way you deal with money. That's also shown by the new moon that will hit that 8th house. But the 6th house has to do with debts, what you owe to other people. And it shows with the Jupiter there that there may have come a point where you hit the ceiling and have gone, nope, I can't do this anymore. So there's a process of attrition going on. We see that with the South Node, now nearing the tail end of that 12th house transit, along with the North Node, nearing the end of the 6th house transit. That is very, very important. As this 18-month cycle nears an end, you will be tying up loose ends, clearing up debts, those outstanding accounts that have been bothering you. This could also be, in a sense, a period where you look at those things that you no longer need. Subscriptions to this, that, and the other, and you have a look at your account and you go, holy shit, I've been spending all this money. So they're the sorts of things that they sort of creep in and slowly snowball. Here's that moment of reconciliation. I mean reconciliation on the accounts, reconciling your accounts, but also reconciling your mind to a change in attitude. And that's that new moon in your 8th house, shared resources. It also has to do with sexuality, Sag. Now, I've spent enough time on that. I want to talk to you about two other important transits. Well, there's one very big one, is the conjunction of Venus and Mars that gets tighter and tighter in the first week of the month. Then on the 10th, Mars moves into your 10th house. Big dynamic push for work, specializing in some area. Some of you are going to realize very, very quickly, especially from that new moon in that 8th house, it does not only rule the financial side of things, it rules hidden ideas. It rules systems and methodologies that you may not have been conversant with. So this is a deep learning process for you, and one in which you are going to forge your way ahead, Sag, in your career. And that's starting right now with Mars in the 10th house. Competitive, dynamic, forceful. You have to be a little bit careful that your enthusiasm doesn't get ahead of you, because some people may take this as a form of ego, or regarding you as the bombast. You'll have to share, you'll have to give of yourself and your ideas, but just be a little bit careful that that's not being misinterpreted this month. Finally, on the 29th, Mercury moves to the sign of Leo, which is your 9th house. That Venus and Mars and Mercury also touching this 9th house has to do with the educational concept. expanding your horizons, researching and trying to understand the greater world more deeply and how you fit into that world contextually. Finally, on the 29th, Mercury moves out of the sign of Leo and into Virgo. That again, there is going to be a powerful conjunction coming up shortly of Mercury and Mars. This gives you the oratorial powers you need to convince people. If you're going for a job interview, your words are going to have great power, but take note, make sure you don't exaggerate. That's the secret. You'll lose the other person in that case. Well, there's more for you over at astrology.com.au. I'm not going to leave you high and dry. We do have more and more. I'm happy to give you more. I'm happy to talk to you if you need to drop me a line. You're confused about something technical, something in your personal life you need a reading. But please, before you leave, subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. And I would very much appreciate your company next month because I'll be here and I hope you'll appreciate that. Take care. Stay safe. Look after yourself. Bye-bye.